All right, welcome back. Right now, we're going to go over another losers match from Frosty Fausting Samurai Showdown Top 8 featuring Chris G and Guzman. All right, so right now, right off the bat, whoops. You see, we got kind of two rare character picks in tournament. Yashimaru and Nakaruru. Both very solid and well rounded characters that can fight very well, but we just don't see them that much in our North American tournament. So this would be an interesting match to watch. So we got Chris G with the Nakaruru and Guzman with the Yashimaru. So we'll see how it plays out. All right, so you see Guzman working that double jump, but Chris G, he's not someone who gets disturbed by that kind of thing based on a lot of the games he's played over the years. So he's just kind of calm and keeping his space, not getting baited out by Guzman's movement. Because trying to run after Yashimaru when he's doing that is kind of rough. Like you gotta kind of pick your moments, like Chris G did there with the jump heavy. So right now Guzman he's kind of on the back foot, but he gets a running heavy overhead. But Chris G with a dodge, it's a throw, gets the corner position in the life lead back. Now he's got Guzman chasing again. But Guzman manages to land the sword toss in rage and goes for the consistent damage. The pizza cutter does more damage, but you can miss some of the hits. So the consistent one is the rising sword, and so he gets hit with weapon flip. Now I'm guessing he tried to jump away from or move away from the meaty light slash and ended up getting hit for his troubles. So there you go, Chris G getting his spacing, calling that Mama Haha out, trying to get a feel for Guzman. And Guzman is like he's kind of gradually boxing Chris G in as best he can. Manages to get a good conversion off the medium slash though. Oh, right there. That was actually an SSM punish, but I think Chris G either wasn't aware of it or he was just opting for corner push and damage for now. But I mean, he's up around, so I don't see why he wouldn't do it. And it's not like he could have burst out of it. So I'm more guessing that he was unaware. But yeah, if you see Yashimaru block or whiff that sword toss from the air, just run up and SSM him with almost every character in the game. But in any case, I digress. We're back to kind of back and forth, and now there's a lot more scrambling. I think he tried to punish the he tried to punish the overhead, but ends up missing it. Goes for the burst, and the instant Eason catches Chris G moving. That's one of the tactics you can use after bursting is to just go for it instantly, because a lot of people might try to run up and do something to stop you or throw you or something. Right now, he's hitting with that jump C, which is Naono Nakaru is really good at best anti-air, best air-to-air, I guess anti-air as well. It is really good at controlling characters like Yashimaru who like to jump around. Using that Mama Haha to keep him still to catch him moving afterwards, and now he's just kind of backing away, just trying to bait him into doing something silly, letting him try to run into Mama Haha. Typical Nakaru plan, not committing too hard, but when you see your opponent kind of hesitating, you kind of run in. Uh, Uses the cloth follow up as a frame trap sort of. If you have a DP, none of that is real. But in this case, Yashimaru does not have an invincible move on startup, so he just kind of gets ran down by Nakaruru. So we'll see if Guzman has something new. Like in my eyes, I feel like Guzman didn't work the double jump enough. He wasn't really threatening the actual jump in. He was just kind of hesitating a lot in what he wanted to do, and he ends up playing in Chris's pace. And now that Chris kind of sees through him, he's just kind of running and just poking him to death. But Guzman is not out yet. Yeah, he's trying to use that poke. Like, he's just trying to get some, like, I feel like he's just trying to get some stability, which is kind of hard versus Nakaruru, who's so fast. And she's so effective from outside of Yashimaru's typical ranges. Gets that down heavy, which is one of Yashimaru's best pokes, but he hasn't really had the chance to utilize it here. Because all that's really happening is Nakaru's running away. But he's finally boxed her in. He got a combo with the medium slash into the dash. And now he's able to get his pokes off now that he has it boxed in. But he gives up the corner, which is an interesting choice. Oh, okay. Chris G tried to run it back for something, but ends up running into jumping heavy. That's interesting. Oh, he almost got the jump in from the whiff button, but he kind of overshot it. So there's that 2C. No punish from Chris G, but he puts a mama ha on him and catches him anyway. And a close 2C. Close down heavy, whatever you want to call it. Caught whiffing a throw. Yeah, Guzman, I feel like Guzman's not like completely confused or out of it, but like you can kind of see he's searching for a bit for answers. And you can kind of see it in the match play out. And Chris G is, I don't want to say he's doing whatever he wants, but you definitely see that he's been playing with a lot of freedom that maybe he should not have, even though Nakaruru is good at it. Because right here, he's being boxed in the corner, but he kind of gives up the space. He's like, there's something about Nakaruru that he's afraid of. She's not sitting on weapon flip. She's not really all that scary up close compared to Yashimaru. So I think Chris G has just made him afraid of something. Or like he just feels like Chris G's decisions are always right, so he doesn't want to press the issue too much. So like I feel like he just kind of gave up space a lot more than he should have. Not that he's playing badly overall, but that's how I kind of see the things going. Because he's done a lot of things right, like some like neutral jump heavies and stuff like that to call out Chris G's kind of over aggressive movement, and so catches him jumping back. No, he's not really afraid of the Eason, but now he has no more rage. And Chris G is sitting on a full bar, and now he just can burst whenever he wants. So now if Guzman gets hit, it's over, and that was it right there. But now he's just kind of searching. Guzman being very aggressive for somebody who can die in one hit, but that might be a way to throw him off. He does a cross under. It's the 2C. Oh, so normally that wouldn't be so bad, but when Yashimaru does the running heavy, he pulls back really far back from his original landing spot. It throws a lot of people off if you don't know better. Because it feels like you can just SSM it, but he moves back so far that most SSMs will whiff if they're not like a dash type. But in any case, it manages to secure Guzman in the game, and you can see him, he's playing with a lot more confidence now. Like he's poking, he's getting in the range, he's actually utilizing those air options. So even though he missed there, he showed Chris that if he's trying to toss Mama Haha out while he was in the air, he could potentially get hit. Alright, nothing on that recoil. And that's usually where, Nakaruru shines. Because she has such fast buttons that cancel, so she could challenge recoils really well. And it's not like Yashimaru has anything invincible. So we see the SSM played out after the deflect and the neutral jump heavy. Really good for like Nakaruru and Rimuru. They have a very similar concept with their jump heavies. Now Christy settling down, sniping them out of the air. And there's one thing I will note about Guzman. Okay, I guess it's that the double far C, which is one of the buffs he received early on in the game. Where when he's enraged, he gets a second hit, and he basically does half life if he lands a far C. It's pretty gruesome. And it puts him in a very good position to control and take this round. Now when Nakaruru has to be the aggressor, you kind of see where she starts being weak. Like, even though she's, like, really quick, she doesn't really have anything that'll, like, pry you open and hit you with a bunch of damage. And nickeling diming somebody from a huge life lead is not very fun. Especially when you yourself take 110% damage, you know? But Christy is doing a pretty good job of it so far. And not to mention he's a round up, so he's allowed to take a bit of risk. And Guzman is just kind of, it feels like he's just kind of like a deer in headlights. He's not quite sure. And he uses that pizza cutter mix. So that's one thing about Yashimaru that you don't really see much is that pizza cutter mix up when he's enraged. Basically his DP motion. Not quite. But yeah, he gets a free left right on that. Even though he gets punished, it's just kind of the nature of the game. It makes the character strong by even just the threat of it. But in any case, we're on the last round of the set. Okay, using that sweep to anti-air. That's one of the benefits of that move as well. Like it's it low profiles, and so since it's low profiles, it sticks up a bit in the air. Nakaruru can anti-air with it quite a bit. And plus, he got the run under. But we're kind of seeing a lot of the same things we've been seeing, which is, Chris holding his spacing and then, like, bursting in for a moment to try to catch him jumping or something like so. And then you see Guzman just trying to gradually press his way in, box Christie into the corner. And he's done so, but Christie just kind of jumps back out and then just starts to cycle over and over again. So it's just both players just kind of like grasp full control, but neither one of them could quite do it until like usually one decisive moment, like a deflect or a big button hit. Tries to use the medium slash to punish the heavy recoil, but not quite. Ah, so then goes for the instant Eason, which puts Chris in full rage, and he opts the burst, so he does it. So he got a little too, like he finally decided to use the pizza cutter mix up, and it just happened to be what his opponent is an Eason. And since Nakaru was so low to the ground and fast, she could go under that and make it. So that's an interesting set. So Chris G walks away with it. Guzman has been eliminated from the bracket and on to the next match.